Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope that you are all good. In today's video, we are going to do an easy gel polish nail art design with stamping. So I'm starting off by coming in with Kiki London's RB12. Now this is a nude rubber colour base, but as you can see, it has these beautiful gold flakes embedded in it. So you can use this as a base coat in one coat, or you can use it for base and colour in two. And then of course you can use it for nail art purposes. So we're going to be doing that in today's video. Before this first nail, I'm going to come in with two coats, curing each coat for 30 seconds so that we have this nice nude creamy base color with those beautiful gold flakes. And I love that when you layer this up, you create kind of like dimension to the nail, because the first coat's gold flakes will look more embedded than the second coats. Now after curing that second coat, I'm going to buff the surface of this nail and then give that a good clean, just because we're going to come and create like a negative space cutout design using Creme Brulee. So I wanted to make sure I had a nice smooth surface to work on top of, just because the gold flakes can make this feel a little bit uneven, which is normally eliminated by coming in and top coating. So if you didn't want to buff the surface, you could come in and apply a layer of top coat, but when I'm doing nail art, I try to keep my layers nice and thin so that we don't end up with a bulky nail. So by buffing the surface, we've got that super smooth finish so that we can come in and create our negative space cutout. So I've gone in with my stripe liner brush first of all and just carved out the swoosh that I want across the nail, and then I filled that in with the bottle brush and then just neatened up again using that same stripe liner brush. We're then going to cure that for 30 seconds and then go in and do a second coat, just so we get the full opacity from this color and we kind of cover up those gold flakes that you could still see coming through on the first coat. This is a very pigmented shade, so you want to use it nice and thin, similar to how you would use a white gel polish, just so you don't get any rippling or wrinkling when you come and cure. This is one of the new Kiki London shades from their fall into winter collection, and it is such a beautiful color. I especially like it for a base for nail art, but I really loved how it looked teamed up with the RB12. So as I mentioned, we're going to be doing some stamping. So I've taken the Nicole Diary 197 stamping plate and I went for this kind of winter berry plum colour from Born Pretty for my stamping polish. So I've started off by giving everything a good clean. I've cleaned my stamper with a lint roller, just so that we're going to go in and have nice clean items to get a clean up pickup. I've applied my stamping polish to the plate. I always like to do 1 to 2 scrapes to make sure that we get rid of all that excess stamping polish. And then with a simple quick flick with the stamper, we're able to pick up that image. And I then took the lint roller just to clean up any extra images we'd picked up that we don't want to stamp down onto the nail. I'm then going to press this down in the center of the nail, down at that cuticle area, so it overlaps both our rubber color base and gold flakes and then that creme brulee. And I really loved how this looked. I felt as though it kind of reminded me of shopping center decorations, you know, when they have the like big extravagant decorations hanging from the ceiling. I kind of got that vibe. I think it was the gold flake base kind of reminded me of flickering lights. So I really liked how these colors work together. I thought for my first set of Christmas nails I wouldn't go in with traditional Christmas colors, we'd go for something a little bit different. Now on to the next nail, I'm going to come in and do 2 coats of creme brulee so that we have a nice base. You can really see the color of this shade here, and then I kind of wanted to ombre the gold flake rubber base coat over this, so I'm coming in with RB12 at the tip of the nail and I'm just gonna place it down at the tip and then use my ombre brush to blend back. Now this does blend back effortlessly. Obviously we've got a nude base in the rubber color base, and then we've got a nude base with our gel polish, so they're going to work nicely. They do also have this gold flake in a top top coat version as well, which has the gold flakes in a clear gel, so that's great for creating these designs as well. But I really liked how this one looked with the nude gel because it just kind of changed the color of the tip. It gave off a little bit of a milky effect. I do this over a purple glitter further along in the video, and I just really loved how it turned out. I did do it in 2 coats simply to get a bit of dimension to those gold flakes and to make it look a little bit more opaque at the tip of the nail as well. I'm then going to come seal this in with my top coat, like I mentioned, to get a smooth base. I can't buff it because I don't want to buff into the gel polish, because the gel polish has a thinner consistency to the rubber bases. So I top coated instead so that we've got a smooth base for our stamping. And then I've applied my stamping polish, scraped off the excess, and we're going to pick up that image. I've left this in real time so you can see how quick I'm working, but it's just a really gentle flick of the wrist with your stamper and you should pick up your image effortlessly. I love these clear jelly style stampers. I picked this one up from AliExpress. I think it was only around £3. It's not been the best quality. As you can see, there's a few little nicks in the jelly stamper, but for content creation, I think it's absolutely perfect. And it was cheap, so you know, it's handy. I do love a bargain. Now, always want to clean off your stamping plate with acetone or alcohol. I do find acetone cuts through these brighter colors of stamping polish a lot easier than alcohol will, and by giving your plate a good clean, even if you're finished with it and you're going to be putting it away, it just means that next time you go to use it, you haven't got stubborn dried on stamping polish to remove. On to our next nail, we're going to do the gorgeous Lady Vegas. Now, this is again from Kiki London. All of the gel products I've used today are from Kiki, and I love this one because it has a purple jelly gel and then the glitters, so you don't have to put any color underneath to get full coverage in 2 coats, and it's a really fine glitter as well, so it kind of gives off the effect of using a raw glitter. It's got lots of texture to it. It's super pretty. So we've done 2 coats of that, and then I'm coming in with RB12 again at that cuticle area, and I'm just going to do this in 1 coat because I didn't want to cover up too much of the Lady Vegas, but I want to have those gold flakes just fading down. And again, I really liked that this particular one is set in that nude base because it kind of creates this milky effect, and I feel as though it's just something a little bit different rather than just having the gold flakes fading down, so it kind of adds another layer to the look. And again, it's super quick and easy to do, so if you're in a hurry or you're working in a salon and you're pushed for time, these kind of products make nail art so much easier. So as you can see, it blended down effortlessly. We're going to pop that in to cure for 30 seconds, and I loved how the gold and the purple looked together. On to the 4th nail, I'm going to come in and do a base of RB12 again. So this time we're going to use this in 2 coats. One is going to be our base coat, and then the second is our color coat. So these work exactly the same as any other rubber color base. They've just got those gold flakes in there, but to really get it to pop, you're going to want to make sure you're using 2 coats. As you can see, you get a lot more gold flake coming through in that 2nd coat, and then more coverage coming through from the milky nude base. If you're wanting a more full coverage look, you could put a regular base coat underneath that's got a nude tone to it and then come in with this color. Now again, we're going to do a cutout design using Lady Vegas. So I'm just buffing the surface just so if any of those gold flakes are sticking up or there's any little edges that are making the nail uneven, it's going to make it super smooth so that when we paint on our cutout design, we haven't got a struggle going over an uneven surface. So I just buffed, wiped with alcohol. I've taken my Lady Vegas, popped it down on my palette, and then I'm going to take my stripe liner brush and just do 2 cutouts across the nail. I wanted to keep this set super beginner friendly, and I feel as though these kind of designs are really easy to do, but they look quite glam, especially where you've got the different effects of the glitter. For example, the gold flakes are quite chunky and then the glitter's quite fine. It just really gives off a luxurious, vibrant effect, which I really loved, and I really loved how this color palette worked together as well. I don't tend to put purple and nude and gold in too many sets, but I feel feel as though it really worked for something different for Christmas. Let me know in the comments below what you would like to see Christmas content wise. For this set, I kept it quite quick and easy, as I did just have an hour to kill before going to pick my daughter up from school. So I thought I would just sit down and do something simple, but I really liked how they turned out. And again, they'll be easy to do on yourself if you are a new beginner nail tech, or if you're in a salon and you're pushed for time. So now we're going to come to top coating, and I love a matte and glossy combo. So the two nails that we did our stamping on, I'm going to use a matte top coat, and you want to just float this over your stamping, because sometimes matte top coats and stamping, they can just cause the stamping polish to smudge or blur. So you want to make sure, one, you leave your stamping polish to completely dry before you come in and top coat, and two, just float that top coat on. If you find that it's a bit stubborn and no matter what you do your stamping polish smudges with a matte top coat, then come in, use a glossy top coat first, cure that, and then use your matte top coat, and that will eliminate any smudging. But as you can see, I had no issues there because I left my stamping polish to dry and I'm just floating it on. On the other two nails, I come in with the Kiki London rubber top coat because I wanted a glossy finish, and this was the finished set. Do let me know what you thought of them and the colour combination in the comments below, and I shall hopefully see you all again in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. Lots of love, take care, bye bye.